Okay, let's take on this interesting little triangle problem. And what we're trying to do is find the base and the height. Of course, in this particular triangle, this side right here is the base, and you can see it's 2x, and the height is right here, that is x. So that's what we're trying to find. But we will need some additional piece of information here, and we actually have it, and that is the area of this triangle is 16 centimeters squared. So with all this information, we can definitely determine what the actual base and height are. Of course, this is going to combine our favorite topics, which are geometry and algebra. And if you didn't know, there's quite a bit of algebra in geometry. That's why in high school, for example, for the most part, people have to take algebra before geometry as they should, because you do need to know a decent amount of algebra to do well in geometry. As you're looking at this problem, if you think you know how to do it, I would certainly encourage you to pause the video and go ahead and see what you can come up with. But of course, I'm going to solve this here in just 1 second. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. And over several years, I've constructed what I like to believe is one of the best online math help programs there is. Of course, I'll let you be the judge of that. You can check out my math help program by following the link in the description of this video. But basically, I have 100 plus different math courses ranging from pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2. These are all very comprehensive, thorough courses, and nothing with no small tutorials. I mean, these are complete comprehensive courses, proven courses as well. Going to be launching pre-calculus here shortly. And I also do a lot in the area of test preparation. So if you're studying for the GED, SAT, ACT, maybe the GRE, GMAT, CLEP exam, ALEX exam, AccuPlacer, a teacher certification exam, nursing entrance exam. There's a ton of reasons why people study math outside of a math course, because you're taking these exams which have a pretty significant amount of math on them. And if you don't do well in the math section, you don't do well on the exam. Of course, we don't want that to be the case. So if you're studying for a particular exam, just go to my site, check out my full course catalog. I should have what you need. If I do not, please drop me a line and I'll help you out the best I can. I also do a lot with independent learners like homeschoolers, have a great homeschool learning program, and then obviously help those of you that are struggling in your current math courses. Now, one thing I cannot do for you that you must do for yourself if you're serious about really learning math, that is taking notes. You got to take great math notes. So over decades of teaching math, one thing is apparent to me that those students who take excellent math notes almost do excellent in their grades and their tests and their quizzes, etc. And the reverse is true. Those students who were like myself way back in the 1980s, highly distracted, talking to my friends, thinking about the weekend, just kind of pretending to do stuff every time the math teacher looked at me. Listen, I didn't get serious about becoming a student until I went to college. Well, that was after the Marine Corps. But basically, you need discipline, okay, to do well in your studies, okay, because discipline is what's required for you to focus, okay, and no other activity is better than note taking to help you focus in class, okay. So if you want to kind of get a good sense of how well you've been paying attention in your current class, look at your notes. That's a pretty good reflection. So improve in your note taking. In the meantime, if you need something to study from, which of course you do, I offer detailed comprehensive math notes to include pre-algebra, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Trigonometry. You can find the links to those notes in the description of this video. Now, let's go down here and check this problem out from this perspective. So here is our given information. Okay, we have this triangle. We know that this is the base, this is the height, and we know that the area is 16 centimeters squared, but we need one more piece of the puzzle, and that is the formula. Okay, the formula for the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. So 2x here is our base, and x, okay, this is our height, and we know the area, so we can plug in this information right here. Okay, we know what our base is. Of course, that's that. We could plug in right there, and we could plug in our height information into this equation and solve. So this is the setup. Now, if you think you know what to do from this point forward, definitely go ahead and give it a shot. Pause the video and see what you can come up with. But this is basically basic algebra here. Okay, so we have the information that kind of told you what's required to solve for these particular the base and the height. But let's get into it now. Of course, pause the video if you don't want to see the solution, but I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay, so here's the formula that we need. Area equals 1/2 base times height. So what is our area? Okay, well, it's given to us 16 centimeters squared, but we'll just plug it in as 16. We can kind of skip the units of measure right now. We'll deal with that at the end. Then we have 1/2, okay, base. Okay, what is the base again? The base is 2x. Okay, so that's what I'm plugging in right there. That's my base, and then my height is x. All right, so this is the setup that you need to have constructed. Now, if you did this, and if you got this right, then that's excellent, right? And I'll give you a little smiley face for that, especially if you already knew the formula to use. So that's very, very good. Now, from this point forward, we're talking about basic algebra. So if you're struggling with this stuff, you need to review how to solve equations and algebra. That's a huge topic. So I encourage you to check out my videos in my pre-algebra and algebra playlist. Of course, if you're really, really serious about all of this, definitely check out my courses. If you're in geometry, I have a great complete geometry course. Of course, you may need algebra to be ready for that course, but let's get back to the problem. All right, so here we have 1/2 times 2x times x. So this 1/2 right here and this 2 will cross cancel. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and show you this a little bit more thoroughly for those of you that need to see this. All right, so this is the part that we're figuring out right now. So we're going to go this number times this number. 1/2 times 2 is, of course, 1. Okay, so that we could just, in algebra, we don't write 1x. It's just x. Okay, so if you see an x or y, there's a 1 in front of it. So now I have to figure out what x times x is, and that is x squared. So that's why here, okay, we get down to 16 is equal to x squared. So how do I solve this basic equation right here? This is actually what we call a quadratic equation, but the way we solve for x, I have x squared, I want x. So if I take the square root of both sides, okay, if I take the square root of an x squared, I get an x, and that's what I want. So the square root of x squared is x. Okay, it doesn't make a difference on right on the left and right hand side. Remember, the left is equal to the right's equal to the left. So the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 16 is a positive and negative 4. But let's throw out the negative here. We'll have a 4 and a negative 4. Let's throw out this version or this answer because we're dealing with measurements, okay? We're not going to have negative centimeters. So 4 is the correct answer, okay? So x is equal to 4. So what is x? Okay, well, x was the height. And now let's throw in those units of measure. So x was equal to 4 centimeters. And the base is twice the height. It's 2x, okay, is the base. We know what x is. So I'll just plug in that 4 for x. And I'm going to get 2 times 4 is 8, or 8 centimeters. Remember, in a problem like this, if you're given units of measure, which we were, centimeters squared for the area, and we're asking for the base and the height, that's the length. So 8 centimeters and 4 centimeters, that is the answer. That's the base and the height. And if you got this problem right all by yourself, I must give you a big happy face, a mohawk, an A+, a 100%, and I'll give you 2 stars as this wasn't the most difficult problem. Okay, there's a lot more challenging problems. Listen, when you watch my videos, if I give you like 4 or 5 stars, that means the problem's difficult. I do have problems in there, especially like word problems and things like that, which I love to do because everyone is so afraid of word problems, but there's no need to be, as it's just mathematics. It's the application of mathematics. But the big thing here is I guess the big point I was trying to make is that, in geometry, okay, you're given a lot of formulas, but you need the algebra to work with these formulas, right? And this is a perfect example of a problem that illustrates us using both knowledge of geometry and algebra, which is something that you're definitely going to be facing in your mathematics adventures for sure. So if this video was interesting in some way, if it helped you out in some way, please consider smashing that like button. That helps me out. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. Been on YouTube for a long time. I have like well over 1,000 videos ranging from basic to advanced mathematics, all on my channel, all there for you. My mission is simple. I try to teach math in a clear and understandable way. No one should be failing math if you're doing your part, taking good notes, working hard, talking to your teacher. But if you need additional help beyond that, there's a ton of free resources out there. And of course, I would love nothing more than to help you improve in mathematics. But my best help will be within my Math Help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.